All right, welcome everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Exes podcast with Scott and Therese, and I'm Scott.
I'm Therese.
If they didn't figure it out on their own, we just told them. So, and our show is all about can exes be friends? And of course, we're out there for you guys. If you guys have any comments or questions, we already got Karen saying hi. Hi, Karen.
Hi, Karen.
We'll have people joining us throughout the night. So please join us. And we are every other Wednesday. We're starting next show will be on Thursday, the 23rd. We're going to move to Thursday nights instead of Wednesday nights. So Thursday, the 23rd. But for now, we're out there with you. Therese, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I had a busy weekend. Oh, there's Mom. Mom's kicking in. Hi, kids.
Hi, Mom.
I gotta say that was our favorite reason to go over to Mom's house when we were.
You're freezing.
I'm freezing. No, I think it's you.
Freezing. No, I think it's you.
Because I'm pretty solid. So, all right. Am I okay now?
Yes.
Okay. But we.
You are frozen again.
There we go.
Better.
Kind of back. I don't know why. I don't know why it's doing that. I have no idea why. Although we did have storms come through, so I'm not sure if that has something to do with it. You know, everybody says, Scott, you're freezing. I'm not freezing. I'm actually pretty warm.
Nice.
I know what I'm going to have to do before the next show, which is run a hard wire through the house.
Through the house?
Yeah, because the Wi-Fi is in the living room and this is in the back room. So I got to.
But you always broadcast from that room.
I know. But recently it's been giving me a hard time. So, let's blame Comcast and be done with it.
Yeah, well, they probably are to blame. So there.
It's okay. I'm going to be switching to AT&T soon because they just ran fiber optic cable. So I'm going to use fiber optics. But anyway, just want to tell everybody. Oh, okay. Karen wants me to let everybody know that June 23rd, the Fentanyl Task Force is getting together. And we're having a dinner with speakers and just it's going to be a live event to bring awareness to the problem with fentanyl in the area. If you want some more information, you give Karen a call at 786-514-0893. 786-514-0893 if you'd like more information about the fentanyl dinner, Fentanyl Task Force. We're not having fentanyl for dinner. That's not what I'm saying.
That's what it looks like.
I know. The fentanyl dinner.
Bad.
Oh yeah, we're gathering a whole different crowd with that. But anyway, I spent the weekend. I saw the kids. My kids are all doing great. We had a great time. And I saw my granddaughter, Hazel. I did not get to see baby Jake this time because baby Jake was just a little too young for that kind of outdoor event. So yeah. I'll have to go back up to see Jake. But you've been spending a lot of time with the grandkids up there, right?
Yes. Lots of time. Lots of time with the two crazy girls.
The two crazy girls.
Weekend, yeah. Yeah.
Well, is Mackenzie like getting around and getting in trouble yet?
She is walking everywhere now. Everywhere, putting her hands as high as she can reach, trying to get Quinn's little treats in the cup holders, the cup holders in our couch.
Yeah.
Yeah, she puts her hand right in there, see what she can find. She's found some gummy bears in there. She's found some M&Ms.
Oh, that's good. That's good. And everybody else is doing well up there in the North Country, huh?
Everybody's doing well. Jessica just got back from Oregon, so the girls were happy to have her home. And Emily should be coming up for Quinn's birthday party, so in a couple weeks.
Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent. All right. Well, that's good. One of the things that we like to, and we care about what goes on with each other's families because even though we went through what I guess you call a breakup,
Yeah.
of our relationship, we redefined our relationship. And that's one of the things that we like to draw attention to people. You can't spend, I just don't see how it's possible that you could spend 10 or 20 years with somebody and go through a breakup and hate everything about them. It just doesn't even seem possible that everything is broken. I mean,
Yeah.
I think people, when their feelings get hurt, they decide they need to hurt the other person or they need to blame somebody. I'm not even sure why. I'm not sure why we all feel the need, because I know with, you know, like other exes, like my first wife, I mean, I walked away from there thinking she was a devil, never wanting to talk to her again. But now in retrospect, I look back and I say, was that really necessary to be that way?
Well, you were a lot younger then too.
Well, I
What were you,
was.
20?
Yeah. Yeah, I was real young. Real young. But yeah, I mean, you did the young marriage too.
Yeah, but we had kids, so we kind of had to figure it out. It did take a couple years though.
Did it?
Yeah, I mean, it did before we could talk about anything else besides the girls without, having a disagreement.
Oh, okay. Because by the time I caught up with you,
Yeah, we were
y-
fine.
you and your first husband actually had a really decent relationship as far as,
Mhm.
I wouldn't say like besties, but you were definitely you were like friends,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
cool. I mean, of course, you being the nurse, it's like any of your exes, if they sneezed, they called you.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. I did give out a lot of medical advice, free medical advice, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you did that. You did that with my family too, though.
Yeah,
We asking you if my mom did something. I was like, "Oh, is she okay?" Or I think even my dad asked you about something once in a while. So
yeah.
yeah, that must be a pain in the ass, right?
It's fine. Like with family and stuff, it's fine. My little brother does not listen to me, however. I tell him things and then he gets it from a second party and then he listens.
Yeah, yeah. If you say it's not good enough, he's got to hear it from somebody else, right?
Yeah. The only thing that's hard was when the girls were like in school and they would tell all their friends, "Oh, my mom's a nurse. You can ask her." And I didn't like to give advice to kids because they
Right.
really should, kids are different and they really need to go to their doctor.
Absolutely,
So it's the
absolutely.
only thing I tell the girls, shh, don't tell anybody.
But nobody else does that. I mean, it's like if you're a nurse or a doctor, people come up and they're like, "Oh, can you look at this?" Or can you, what do you think of this? But they don't do that with like a plumber. It's not like you find out somebody's a plumber and you say, "Well, go fix my toilet." You don't do that.
No, usually not. No.
All right. Oh, it's
Hi,
Michelle.
Michelle.
Hi, Trey. Hi, Scott. Hi, Michelle. I hope Michelle is doing well up there. I haven't seen her in a long time.
I haven't seen her in a while either, so I have to make a point of seeing her soon.
You
I
guys are
tried
like an
to.
hour away. You're like an hour away from each other. Not even.
Yeah, I know, but between her schedule and my schedule, it doesn't really gel.
The way you drive, it's like a half hour.
No,
You drive faster than I do.
I drive faster than you do, but it still takes an hour.
Everybody drives faster than me. Let's say yes. Michelle says yes. You have to get together. You have to
Yeah.
make some time. But yeah, Michelle's your cousin.
Yes, Michelle's my cousin. My
And you
cousin, my sister. Yes,
you guys have been besties since like forever, right?
little. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. One of the things I was looking at about men and women is that one of the big things, the differences is you now have a woman's bathroom all to yourself.
Hmm.
You now have a woman's bathroom. And the average number of products in a woman's bathroom numbers around somewhere around 300. Um, and of those, 298 of them completely baffle men and they have no idea what they're for. Uh, Men, their average number of items is like 5.
Well, with the exception
Soap,
of you,
shaving. Why? Oh, my hair products?
hair products, beard products.
Yeah, but you know, all right. Well, that's true. That's true.
You do
It's
use one soap
yes.
for like your hair and everything else.
If it
That
washes my hair,
industrial.
if something washes my hair, it probably has the power to wash my butt too. I would assume.
Well, you buy that. Don't you buy the hair and body wash
Yeah,
for
that's what I
men's stuff?
buy.
Yeah.
That's what I buy. The only reason I know there's shampoo in it is because it says hair. I just I just don't see the need. And and I remember getting in the shower and you'd have all those different things.
Yeah.
And I used to call them conditioner. Apparently no, I used to call it cream rinse
You did. Yeah.
because that's what I remember when I was little is cream rinse, but that's not what they are anymore.
Nah, they're conditioners.
Conditioners. There should be like
Well, because I have more
two.
than one.
Why?
Well, because I have my daily, my regular one that I use all the time. And then I have the purple one to keep the blonde a little nicer. So that's like only once or twice a week. So there's two. And then I have a hair mask, which I put on about once a week.
I saw that. The hair mask. What is
Yeah,
the hair
it's
mask?
awesome.
What does it do?
It's like a deep conditioner. You leave it on for a little longer and it just makes your hair soft.
Oh, I don't even get it. I don't get it. I mean, it's like conditioner was conditioner. It was like one thing. You put it on your hair. It's supposed to moisturize your hair. That's what conditioner's for, right?
Yeah. Well, some.
There's
There's a whole shitload of conditioners now. Moisturizing, repairing, keratin, biotin, thickening.
See, now you guys
Lightening.
We got Trey likes her products.
I love products.
And Michelle knows because you guys lived together for a while.
Yes.
Yes. And I know you like your products too, but I mean, it's ridiculous if you think about all the stuff that you are told you have to have. You don't even know if it really works most of the time. I mean, do you really know that the purple stuff keeps your hair brighter?
Well, I think so because like the day after I'll use it, people at work will be like, "Did you lighten your hair?" I say, "No, I washed it."
You know what else works? Lemon juice. It lightens
Yeah,
your hair.
I know. Oops. Sorry.
It like crash bang. That lightens your hair, and that doesn't take up 28 bottles.
No, but you know what my father used to rinse my hair with? Beer. He said it made it softer.
Well, as a true blue alcoholic, I'd say don't waste beer that way. It's not for watching.
Well, that was the cheap stuff, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's probably Genesee or something.
Utica Globe.
Yeah, it's mostly water anyway. But you guys have to spend so much on all these products, and we're not even going to get into makeup and all the other stuff, but all these products just for your hair and everything else. And then this is the final insult. If you and I go to the hairdresser or the barber or the hair cuttery or wherever we go, and we have the exact same length of hair and we ask for the exact same thing, quick trim, I will spend $20. You will spend $60.
Yeah.
Now, why? Why do we let that happen? Why is that acceptable?
Because women will pay it. Especially if you like your hairdresser, you will pay. You will pay.
But most of the time, women go to the hairdresser so they can get their hair exactly. I understand if you're doing a radical change, you know, if you're going from a Marilyn Monroe cut to a pink cut or something, you know, I mean, I understand radical change, but most women, they go and they just get it cleaned up and they get the trim and they get this and it looks a little different, but not drastically different. Guys can go in and they can get a complete drastic change of their look and they're still paying. I don't think I've never paid more than $30 for a haircut ever, ever. And I get a massage and I get a eucalyptus towel and I get sports on TV because I go to Sports Clips.
I know.
I'm not getting paid for that endorsement. It's not fair. It's not fair, but I don't understand why they get away with it just because people will pay it, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean, I understand if somebody goes in there and they got hair like Cher, you got this long hair and it's a lot of work to do it, but that's not what they base it on. They just base it on men versus women. It doesn't even matter about the hair.
Yeah.
You can go in and get a buzz cut. What's that?
Yeah. Men can go in with long hair, same length as mine.
Yeah.
And get a haircut and still pay $20.
by the same person sitting in the same chair at the same salon, and they still change the prices. I see. I don't get that. I don't get that. Why is that work? You know, I just don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it either. I wish I could get a haircut for $20. Be nice.
Well, you probably could. You probably wouldn't like it, but you're also very picky. You moved down
Yeah,
here, and there was actually a time you waited till you went back to the visit New York before you get a
yeah,
haircut.
yeah. I did. Then I found a couple people.
Yeah, but guys, it's like, okay, well, it says haircut, so I guess that'll be a decent place. Although I've gotten a few bad ones.
Yeah, but then it grows out in like 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yours does female hair grow slower than male hair? It
I guess
seems
it
like it
depends on the
does.
person, I guess.
Okay.
But shorter haircuts tend to grow out faster. Like if I had a short haircut like Michelle, I think Michelle has to go and get hers cut more frequently than I do in
Yeah.
order to keep it nice,
Well, my
short.
plan is to go every like 3 weeks and get it done. And what ends up happening is I wait 3 months until I can't stand it anymore. And then I kind of wander in and I'm like, okay. And they look at the little card and they say, oh, you get a number 3 clipper. Oh, it's been a while, you know? But no, that's just one of the big differences. But we're like trained that way, where you guys almost have to have more maintenance than guys.
Yeah. Well, then you add in color and roots and, styling and
But
all
even
that.
things like perfumes and cologne, or you go to any store. What are those stores? You worked at one of them with all the makeup in it and everything.
Ulta.
Ulta. And
Mhm.
there's like the guys section is like 2 shelves out of the whole store.
Yeah, that's true.
Because we don't have to do all of that. I mean, would I benefit from cucumber mask and all that? Probably, but we just don't do it.
You can.
Yeah, but I don't want to do it alone. It's no fun. I mean, to walk around the house I'll scare myself. I will say this though, you did get me into the mani pedis.
Yeah.
You did do that.
Yeah.
Because
They're
I
fun.
never
They're
understood
nice.
that before. But now it's like I miss that. Michelle's saying we're correct about something. What are we correct about, Michelle?
Short hair, probably.
Oh, okay, about the short hair thing.
Yeah.
But guys just don't do the same maintenance to take care of themselves, and girls do. And well, maybe some guys do.
Some guys do, yeah.
Like Jeffree Star.
Well,
yeah, she's saying my hair.
Yeah.
My hair.
Well, Tara was texting my hairdresser to get, because she really does need a trim. I mean, she went through the whole school year without a cut. So she really does need it trimmed. And she only wants a couple inches off because, she wants to keep it long. And she texted her back and said, how long is your hair? How thick is your hair? I've got to adjust to figure out how long it's going to take. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, it's a trim. It's a hair. Take 2 inches off and go.
Just go in and lay your hair across the table. Have her sit down and lay her hair across the table. Get some scissors and get a ruler. Cut a straight line.
No, that's not going to fly.
Oh, remember when our parents used to? I don't even know if parents do it anymore. Are there any parents out there to still cut their kids' hair at home? That used to be a thing when we were young. Most moms, sometimes the dads even, would learn how to do the kids' hair. I don't know if anybody does that anymore.
Learn how to do it, or just did it?
Just did it. No, not
they
learn.
Just did it.
They just did it.
My father bought that.
He bought the Flowbee.
Yeah, he did. He did all the boys' hair.
Did he want to do your hair?
He asked, and I said no.
No. Your hair has always been sacred.
It's sacred, yes. Once I got past about 11 years old, and he stopped touching it. Yeah, it was.
Stop touching my hair.
I found a photo of myself when he cut all my hair off. It was like I was like 5. It was like short, like short.
Yeah.
Oh, I showed Tara. She started laughing.
That's
She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry that happened to you."
I don't know. And every child at some point has shaved off one of their eyebrows. Everybody has accidentally cut their own hair.
Mhm.
Um, or tried to cut gum out of their hair or something like that.
Mhm.
There's always those incidences, but I just don't see it as a thing anymore. It used to be stay home and parents cut hair. I don't think they do that anymore. I think it's because of all of the child abuse laws. Did
For hair.
you give a kid a bowl cut and send him to school? That's child abuse. That is. I'm gonna go with that. When you were little, you had a Beatles haircut. My mom told me. Okay, yes, I did. I remember. In fact, all my brothers, we all had the exact same haircut. I wonder what happened.
I wonder what happened. But oh, this came out good. Let's do it again.
So all those products, now you got all the makeup and everything,
Mhm.
which and I know you used to get the deliveries with the makeup and stuff, and it's like, how much of this stuff do you need?
You need a lot.
That's
You need a lot. You want a lot.
okay. All right. Well, it's not something that guys understand. We're a little simpler, You jump in, you grab the bottle that's in there. I got 2 bottles in the shower. And I use one, and then when that runs out, I use the other one. That's pretty much what I got. And if that doesn't work, Irish Spring will wash your hair and your whole body all at the same time.
Irish Spring.
Just a bar of soap. It's all soap.
It's also, yeah, I mean, that's true.
But I will tell a secret that when I was a teenager, I used to when I was first living on my own, I used to buy Head and Shoulders because I liked the smell.
Oh, with Head and
But
Shoulders?
Yes, but I didn't realize that it was a medicated shampoo. I mean, I never had dandruff, thank God, but
Wow.
but I didn't buy it for that. I didn't even realize because we don't read the labels.
No, you don't read the
It said
label.
shampoo on there. That's all I cared about. But I like the smell of it. I know that's weird.
I don't know how you would like the smell of Head and Shoulders because it's like one of the worst smelling.
It's the same way I like the taste of Pepto-Bismol.
Ugh.
Or
Ugh.
no, Milk and Magnesia. The one that tastes like chalk. I like
Yeah.
chalk.
Oh my God. You had that disease where you eat anything. What's that disease?
No, I don't.
Pick a something.
No, it's like My Strange Addiction. One of those things where I was watching one night, this woman was eating toilet paper.
Oh.
She just walk around and just eat toilet paper. And when nobody's looking, she just, oh my God. Tiffany says, I bought it because I read it gets rid of age spots. Not. What? Are you talking about Head and Shoulders gets rid of age spots? What was that? Pica?
That's a disease where that's the one where you eat everything.
Oh, really?
Weird things, yeah.
Oh, that's that My Strange Addiction show.
Yeah, I don't know if I could watch that.
Listen, I try to be good. I try to be nice. Okay, Tiffany says yes, it was the Head and Shoulders. Tiffany, glad you're joining us tonight. Thank you so much. But that My Strange Addictions, when I started seeing some of those, the people eating toilet paper, and God, there were some other ones. I just can't even remember them all. But I'm thinking I work with people with addictions and stuff all the day. If somebody walks into a rehab because they're addicted to Charmin, I'm not sure I would be able to keep a straight face. I know it must be serious, but
yeah, I guess they can't help it.
But we all got weird habits.
Well, that's true.
What's yours?
What's mine?
Yes.
Probably leaving my coffee cups everywhere.
That
at work, in the car, in the bedroom, in the bathroom. Yeah. You can tell where I was last, usually.
And I could also tell when you were thinking really hard. Do you know how I could tell when you were thinking really hard?
No.
You stick your tongue. Whenever you're thinking really hard and concentrating, you'd stick your tongue out.
Yeah. I catch myself doing that sometimes. I'm like, oh, thank goodness we have masks at work. Still, nobody knows.
You still have to wear masks?
Yes,
Oh my God.
medical field.
That's true. Are you still
We'll be
seeing
the
COVID?
last to get rid of them.
Are you still seeing COVID come through?
We are. It was really quiet for about a month, and then we got a little rush in 2 weeks of like a bunch of people coming in. Like we have each row has one COVID room,
Yeah.
and we were like waiting to put another patient in there. And now it's slowed down. We get people here and there, one or two a day,
But it doesn't seem like it's the health crisis it was. Like people aren't, I mean, I'm sure there's still some people, I don't want to ever say there's not, but it's not the number of hospitalizations and people dying that there was. Because
correct. It's more like flu now.
it's moved into a serious flu or a regular flu
Yeah.
almost. Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people are even just calling us and saying, "Hey, I tested positive yesterday,"
Yeah.
and that they can do the antiviral or they can just treat it at home.
All right. All right. So Michelle says, oh my God, she got that from her mama. Your mom used to stick her tongue out when she was
Yeah,
thinking?
yeah. Some of the girls do too now.
I mean, it's not like she stuck. It's not like she was a lizard or something like that. It just come out a little bit, but I could be like, oh, she's thinking. She's thinking.
She's thinking. She's concentrating on something.
Me,
What did I do?
I just completely like disappear from the rest of the world, and you have to like almost yell at me to get my attention when I'm like focused.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's not good, but the house could be burning down around me. Kids would be talking. You'd be talking. I'd just be like, I'm gone. I'm
I'm
sorry.
gone.
I'm
So,
thinking
what's
about
another
something.
bad habit of yours?
Another bad habit that I have.
Yeah.
See, I really don't think I have any.
Okay.
How about lying? No, you know what? I think a bad habit I have is just I don't listen well. It's honestly, I don't listen well.
Yeah.
Even when we're in the middle of a conversation, I have to, and I've always had this. And one of the things I teach is communication. So I really got to think about being careful. Sometimes when I'm talking to somebody, and even sometimes during shows like this really hasn't happened with you, but sometimes with Gary, it happens. I'm talking, I'll ask a question, you'll give the answer, but I never hear it. I'm like, for some reason, I just went bye-bye for a minute. I got lost in another thought, and then I come back and it's like, okay, I don't want to ask again, but I did not hear it. So sometimes, and I'll admit this is me coming clean with you. There were many times we had conversations where I just said, yes, but I completely missed what you were saying.
Yeah,
And
I
then
kind of knew that.
I prayed it wasn't going to be one of those situations where you're like, well, I told you that an hour ago. I pray it was going to be one of those. I pray it was just a momentary conversation and I didn't miss anything that's like, if you
Super
don't do
important.
this, we're all going to die, But that is one of my bad habits. And I've been working on that, especially since I've been teaching the communication and stuff. And, we teach best what we most need to learn,
Yeah.
So, wondering if that's a guy thing. Yeah, I think it is. We don't listen well.
Yeah, I think it is.
And I'm not sure
I
why
mean,
that is.
there's some women that don't too, but in general, I think it is more of a guy thing.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you just zone out or women tend to talk a little more. So you kind of listen to the important points and then you're like gone.
Well, I think traditionally, and some guys are going to argue with me on this, but I think I'm pretty correct on this. Traditionally, men are more singularly focused, and women are much better at multitasking, where they can have something going on and still listen at the same time and still do something. Whereas men, if I have another thought creep into my brain while we're talking, I lose all focus on what we were just doing. I'm just saying, I think that men are not as good. We're good at the singular task and complete focus on one thing, but not good at the multitasking.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I think so. In general, yeah.
And I think that kind of lends itself to why we're not that good at listening and conversation, especially anything that goes beyond, yo, how you doing? Anything beyond that, we start to get lost.
Yeah.
Or was it, or since we are visiting Central Perk, that's our background today, Central Perk. I'll
Yay.
say, how you doing?
Perfect.
How you doing? Yeah, so I think that is a guy thing about listening and stuff. And women like to communicate and guys like to just move on and
Just move on.
not communicate, But there are times when, um no, I guess it's no, never mind. I can't defend it. I think it's that's one of the kind of the breaks in relationship stuff is women communicate and men do not. Not as readily. Women learn multitasking so kids survive the day. That's
Yeah, that's probably true.
that is a very true story. And women also have to know, well, little Bobby has a dentist appointment tomorrow, and Susie's getting her hair cut the next day, and there's a dance recital next Thursday, and there's this and there's that. And
Yeah.
a guy is barely conscious of the fact there's little people running around his house.
That is very true.
I still, when I tell stories, I can't tell people how old my kids were because it's not a focus of mine. So when I say, oh, Cordy and I, my daughter Cordelia, Cordy and I did this. Well, how old was she when you did this? And I have to say she was about this old, and I'll show how tall she was. She was about that old. I have no
She's not that
idea.
old.
Honestly, I remember their birthdays now after all this
Mostly.
time. Mostly. I remember Tara's.
Yeah. I wonder why.
I remember their birthdays, but I can't tell you the year they were born.
Yeah. And then sometimes because you can't remember the year, you have to like kind of figure it out. Figure out how old they were. Like you usually remember Cordy's year though. So then you work your way up.
Cordy was 99.
Yeah.
Oh, good. No, I got the days right, because I use them for passwords. That's the only way I can remember. But yeah, now I got to change them all. Shit. But the years, I'm not good at that. I can't even tell you how old my kids are right off the top of my head. I have to sit there and think. And then if I figure out one of them, I either go 7 years forward or 7 years back because they're all 7 years apart.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's like my son right now is 30.
That's
Julian's 30.
correct.
He just turned 30 because Cordy's 23 and Hillary's 37 or turning 37 in a month. So anyway, yeah. But that's something the guys don't do. That's why we suck at remembering anniversaries.
And birthdays and Valentine's Day.
Now, I remember our first like date was in February. And I remembered it for the first 2 years and saying, oh, this was the day that I moved back. And then after that, it was completely lost to me. I know it was somewhere in February.
It was early in February.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was thinking in the 20s, like 22nd or something. No, completely wrong.
Like the 5th.
Probably.
Yeah.
See, completely wrong. Why are we like that? Why are we like that? And how do you guys put up with that? Doesn't it drive you crazy that we don't?
Well, see, that's where like I would remind you, be like, Cordy's birthday's coming up. Hillary's birthday's tomorrow. Your dad's birthday's coming up.
Your mom's birthday was last week, you moron. I know.
No, you know when your mom's is. Well,
yeah, because you and my mom were pretty close, so that made it easy on me.
Yeah,
but I still sometimes I couldn't get the exact day,
Well, in September, if you just say happy birthday to me, Karen, or your mom, you were safe.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. We should celebrate everything the first of the month. And that way we've got 12 choices. We're not going to screw it up as much.
It's like rent.
Yeah, exactly.
Do the first of the month.
It's the first of the month. Okay, I know you got a birthday, or we've got our 30th anniversary, and it's a big deal sometime this month. So here's a flower. Leave me alone.
Here's a flower. Leave me be.
But that's just. I think this program, we're programmed that way. I really do. I really do. And it takes a lot for people to find a way around that. You were always very patient with me, knowing that I forget everything.
Yeah.
I think you were patient with me. I'm not sure now.
No.
Because
I think I think I was pretty much. I mean, I just tried to remind you because I know that it hurts people when you don't remember,
yeah. And I feel bad if I don't remember, and I feel guilty and I feel everything else. But for the life of me, it's just not built into my makeup to be that. I can create things. I can write. I could paint, and I could play music, and I could sing, and I could write programs, and I could teach, and I could do all that great stuff. But ask me to remember a freaking date, and I'm screwed. And I don't know. Maybe it's just. I
Now,
think it's
see,
some primitive part of the brain.
I can remember my mom's birthday, my dad's birthday, my brother's birthdays, my kids' birthdays, my ex's birthday. Yeah.
My brother's birthday?
Numbers I can remember.
I think my brother Dean was born sometime in spring, and my brother Chris was born in the summer. Is that close enough?
Spring and summer. No, not really.
And my sister, I have no freaking idea. I think she was born in February or maybe September.
I can't help you with that one.
I have no
I
clue.
don't think September, because I think I would have heard if it was in September.
You would have heard it September because we got all those birthdays.
Because we got all those birthdays in September. Yeah.
Yeah. And so listen, anybody out there, anybody who's ever expected me to remember a birthday or say something to you, I'm sorry. I apologize now. And I'll tell you that next year I won't remember either. So just get over it. Just get over. You know what? We'll make it easy. Okay. Oh, my sister was born in May. Well, I wasn't even freaking
you
close.
were way off.
I was way off. I don't know. I wasn't there. Anyway, so let's just make it easy. Beginning of every year, New Year's Day should be a celebration of all the shit that's going to happen that year.
No.
Yes.
Oh.
Besides, it's such a pain in the butt buying. Now, you like buying presents, though.
I love buying presents. Yes.
I hate buying presents.
Why? It's so much fun.
Well, for little kids, it's fun. For adults, it's horrible.
It's not horrible.
Tell me you didn't struggle like at Christmas time when you and I were exchanging gifts, and it wasn't like, well, what the hell am I going to get them? Or did you always know?
It's harder, but I almost always could think of at least one thing that I thought you would really like, which is what I like to do. I like to try and find something that somebody really would like or wants and doesn't want to pay for it for themselves. Like Jessica is pretty practical. So there's things that she won't spend money on for herself. So then I can jump in and do that.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's fine. I'd rather somebody tell me what they want. I mean, I'd really prefer that, because trying to figure out, unless I know, I don't know. I mean, it's like, what, I was buying you a watch on like almost every birthday. I had to stop after a little while. It's like,
yeah, but I like watches.
I know, but still, I was like, it's pretty bad that I just keep buying watches, I mean, shit, especially, or a friend's calendar. But no, those were always good.
Those are always good.
I couldn't find one this year. Right now?
No, I couldn't find one this year. I got a cupcake one.
It's fun. One?
Yeah, it's got cupcakes. It's got a different cupcake for every month.
I think the calendar, which calendar was hanging up when you moved out?
I took friends with me. Maryland, maybe.
Oh, okay. Because whatever it is, it's still hanging there.
Well, go look.
What the hell do I need calendars for? I don't know what dates are anyway. That's the cool thing. It's like, oh, that date's coming up. I don't know what it is, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, wow, we've zoomed through some time here. I know we've had a few people watching. Not a big night for podcasting, apparently, which is fine. But Oh, are you still doing all your true crime podcasts?
I am probably, well, you know, it seems like every time I get really into somebody, they start like getting farther and farther their videos apart. I don't know if it's
Oh,
because they get bigger,
could
but
be.
it's like one popped up tonight. Oh, there won't be a podcast tonight. Personal reasons. We'll be back in a week. Like, what the hell? So
Well,
I do, but not as much.
that's a little harder though, because the true crime thing, you've got to have, it's not like you just go on the air and talk. You got to be prepared. You got to bring all this information.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of work involved in that. And if you're busy during the day, I mean, it's hard to say, I'm just going to throw something together, because you need new information.
Yeah,
And
but if that's your job,
speaking of which, what I would like to do is do a little segment on
okay.
this show, because I know how much you love this true crime,
Okay.
where we could talk about that stuff and you could tell me what's going on. And what I want to know is what is going on out in the Midwest with the gallows. Where are
Oh,
we
the
at with
Vallows.
the Vallows? The Vallows. The Vallows should be on the gallows. That's what it should be.
She is competent now.
Okay.
She was in a mental hospital for a while. So she's competent now, but her lawyer has changed. She waived her, she wants the speedy trial, right?
Yeah.
So, but the judge, I guess, moved her date up to match his date, which makes hers later. So I'm afraid that eventually they can use that for an appeal to say, oh, well, her trial should have been in October, as they moved it up to January because it's a joint trial right now still.
Oh. All right. Mom is asking, who is that? The Vallows, quick synopsis. And this man and this woman, they were both married to other people. They met through a church. They started a secret
Mormon church.
relationship. Mormon church, or
Mhm.
actually with these guys, I think it was more the moron church. And they started a secret relationship. The woman separated from her husband, but while they were separated, he came over to the house, and her brother shot her husband and killed him.
Yeah.
So now he's out of the way.
Yeah.
Then this guy that she's seeing, his wife, who was apparently a marathon runner and a fitness guru, died suddenly of, what was it, heart attack or something like that?
Died in her sleep. She went to bed with a cough.
Went to
Never
bed with a
woke up.
cough, died in her sleep.
Yeah.
Boom. Now the two couples are out of the way, but the two kids are now involved. And all of a sudden, these two get together and the kids are no longer seen. They're not in school anymore. The grandparents don't see them. They disappear for month after month after month. And meanwhile, while this is going on, the brother of her brother who killed her husband, he died too.
Yeah,
From what was that? A stroke?
They said pulmonary embolism or
Yes.
pulmonary clots or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Injection of air into his veins. That's what I think.
Well,
Anyway,
I think he probably took something.
I
Some
think
kind of
she
poison.
killed him. So anyway, now the husband's dead. The wife is dead. The brother who killed the husband is dead. So now the whole self-defense thing, you can't prove it or not prove it.
Right.
And then the kids disappear. They're told to go to court and show the kids. They never do. They ran to Hawaii. They finally got arrested. They investigated, and they found the kids buried in his backyard. That they killed the two kids because they thought they were zombies.
Yeah.
So now all this death around these two people, and we're sitting there like, well, we're not going to try them on this yet. We're not going to try them on that yet, and everything else. Are they charging them with all of these things yet, or just some of them?
No, they are. Well, they're charging them with the kids, conspiracy to commit murder, and then murder. Nothing with the brother because that was natural causes. I think they're charging him for his wife, and then because her husband was in a different state, after it's all done in Idaho, she has to go back to Arizona and answer those charges.
So they are going to charge her with her husband's death.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually.
Well, conspiracy to commit murder or something.
Yeah, these are awful people. It's my mom chiming in. Those awful people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look it up and read about this. I mean, it's amazing how all this went on. And they were like the church people,
Yeah.
you know, and
Well,
all
they
their
thought they were. Yeah, they thought they were.
and they had all these friends that are doing these interviews and stuff, and they're like, everybody knew something was wrong. Nobody did anything. I just don't
I don't
understand
know if
that.
they. I don't know if they knew. Well,
Yeah, one
they
friend was
all were
pretty
starting to
freaky.
believe them.
Yeah, match made in hell.
Yeah, that's true.
So this all happened what, a year and a half or 2 years ago,
2 years. They found the kids 2 years ago tomorrow.
and they're still not in trial yet.
No, January.
See, that's a problem. I think
I think so too. It's a problem with the justice system.
it's just too much waiting. You can't wait that long. You got to deal with this stuff, you
Yeah.
know. And
Yeah.
now she was doing the whole thing. Oh, I'm not competent to stand trial, and they finally got past that, and they said, You're full of shit. You're not crazy. You're just awful." And I don't know if those two are standing by each other's side or not, or if they've turned on each other yet. I'm sure they
So far,
will.
it looks like they are, and I think that he will flip before she will flip, because I think there's just something wrong in her head. I think she really may believe these beliefs, where I think he's just full of shit.
Well, the day her husband was shot in her house, she was outside with the cops, flirting and laughing.
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
yeah. There's a screw loose up there.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. But bats in the belfry does not justify murder. So,
No,
we.
bats
All
in the
right.
room.
So what we'll do is each show we'll keep you up to date on something. I'm sure there's going to be some awful crime. I don't want to talk about the shootings right
No, I
now
don't
because
either.
all I could say is if something doesn't change, I mean, sooner or later we got to look at ourselves and say, why do we allow this to happen? But beyond that, there's the more fun crime we'll fill you in on,
The more fun crime.
if there is such a thing. But anyway, so we're going to come back with you on the 23rd. So everybody make sure you tune in on Thursday, the 23rd. We'll send out some notices and stuff, and we'll be here at 7:00. And I'll be getting back from Panama City,
Panama.
which is in Florida. By the way, booking the flights, I almost booked us a trip out of the country.
Oh, geez.
You type in Panama, you got to be careful where they're going to fly you.
Oh, that'd be so funny. You would get so mad.
I would be like, well, there's a problem. No, Panama City, Florida. So, and what do you got coming up? Any good events or anything good happening that's coming soon? You got a birthday coming.
Yeah, Quinny's birthday is coming, so we'll have her little party on the 26th. Gonna be her little party. Actually, Jessica, Quinn, and I are going Saturday to see Rachel's daughter dance recital. Sorry.
Oh, really?
Olivia's dance recital. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool.
Yeah, so that'll be fun.
That's awesome. I don't know why I'm asking you what's coming up. It's not like I'll remember the dates. I do have one date I want to share with everybody. This is August 3rd. We're having our charity golf scramble. And it's going to be at the Palm Beach Gardens Golf Club, which is the world's #1 par 3 course. Every hole you're looking at the ocean. It's right there on the ocean. Absolutely beautiful course. August 3rd. It's to benefit One Brother, One Sister, which is our nonprofit that serves first responders, helps them with trauma, with addictions, with mental health, and it allows them to help each other. They've been heroes for us. It's time for us to be heroes for them. So help us out. Get involved if you're a golfer. If you want to put a team together, it's $200 for an individual golfer. If you want to buy a foursome and have a team, it's $700. And there are other sponsorships available for that as well. And we're taking donations. Give Karen a call at 786-514-0893 if you'd like some more information about that. That's August 3rd. Check it out.
What's the scramble part?
It's how they play. You got 4 guys on a team,
Mm-hmm.
and they all hit their first ball, and whoever has the best ball, everybody picks up their other balls and they drop them there, and then they all hit from there.
Oh,
So you're always playing the best shot out of 4. So in
nice.
most cases, that would mean you'd have really good scores because maybe one guy has a great drive, but the next guy has a great approach shot, and the next guy has a great putt.
Mhm.
So it's fun. It moves along pretty quickly, but it's like you don't have to worry about hitting your ball out of the woods or anything like that.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Are you golfing? Are you
No,
hosting?
I'm hosting. If I golf, we lose money. I need people to golf so we can raise money for the charity.
Oh,
So I'm just going
jeez.
to kind of sit there and I'll probably cry a little.
Probably
Um,
cry a little.
I've been invited to golf 100 times in the last year, and just haven't taken the time to kind of get out there. I keep looking at the clubs in the closet, thinking if I pull them out, just hit the driving range. But I've got to start doing that.
Yeah.
Get outside a little bit more and stop being. Now that I've taken up the painting, I'm like, I go from work, I go home, I'm playing guitar or I'm painting, and it's like I'm not going anywhere else. So I got to get outside. I need some sun. And look how white I am. I'm a white. Yeah.
I'm a white, and I live in Florida.
Well, that's how you can tell. People who live in Florida are not tan. You know why? Because we have to work every day. That's why. We don't get to lay by the pool. That's for the tourists, the Canadians that come down.
And that would be nice.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, that's it for our show. Therese, you have yourself a great night.
Thank you. You too.
Any final thoughts for everybody?
No.
My only final thought is, hey, be nice to somebody, take care of yourself, and just be happy. That's all you can do.
Sounds like a plan.
And don't turn down a possibility of making a friend. Don't do that. Because one day you're going to look around, and if you don't take the time to stay friends with people that are worth it or make friends with people that are available, one day you're going to look around and you're going to be very sad. Make friends and treat them well. With that, you've been watching the Exes podcast with Scott and Therese. We'll catch you next time.